It is
I
good
was
to
good
see
in
you.
it.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. This is your host, Super Champ Chuck. We back at it with another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share all your social media platforms. We are back after a long 2 week vacation away from the microphones and screens, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, before we get into some things here, I'm just going to introduce the panel here. My guy Country's on the top right. My homegirl Kylie's on the bottom left. Not bottom left, bottom right. My guy Boogie's on the bottom left. See, that's how you know I've been off for 2 weeks. I'm messing that up. But anyway, how's everybody been doing, man? Anything new with y'all?
Nothing.
Chuck, you
New
look
job.
Chuck, you look happier than you usually look though.
I
You
mean,
He
I'm
needs a little
glowing.
refreshed.
peppy ending.
You glowing.
I'm
Yeah, what
refreshed.
uh
He got that monkey off his back. You ain't got to talk about LeBron for 2 weeks.
Yay.
Yay! We
What we
all
went?
going
How
to
long
the.
did we go? 30 seconds before it
new
was brought
record.
up.
New record.
See, I'm not the one who brings them up. It's always somebody else. But
Anyways,
what's up with it, Kyle? But yeah, man. But yeah, country man, you got a bunch of grays on your beard than usual, bro. Like I last time I saw you, you didn't have this many gray hairs in your beard, bro. What's up, man?
Father time is
uh,
undefeated.
yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is stressing me out because he might go to the Texans, and that really hurts my feelings. Exactly. Look,
John,
yeah,
Oh boy,
we know
John,
John
better than bringing
knows.
up
it's
that
not the
guy.
focus.
John
It's not the
John done been
focus of the
around,
show,
man.
John. Oh my
John, a real
goodness.
fan.
See, look,
He is.
honestly, look, it's always somebody else bringing somebody up, man. It's always somebody else. Well, anyway,
We, you know, them day ones know the trigger words. Them day ones know
hmm
the King, Lamar, Aaron Rodgers. These are all Chuck trigger words right here. Who else?
yeah, just some of them. It's just some of them.
I love how you're listing them all too. Let's see which one gets them right now. Lamar.
Yeah, I just want to come back with the trigger words, man.
You
Over here, got
right,
to pep
Clint.
my
We
steps. I
we
want to
we
come back
gonna
with
get to
trigger
that too,
words.
man.
But yeah, let's go and get to some
Speaking of
things, man.
speaking of trigger words, let's start right off the bat. Let's get this out the way.
hmm
Cincinnati, calm
Oh
down.
Lord, oh
Just
Lord.
stop it. Y'all didn't one up us. Y'all don't have nothing on us. We not we not crying. We're not upset. You can't one up a team that let a guy walk out on his own. We waved by. We sent him a tweet that said, "Congratulations on your future endeavors." We're not mad that we lost that guy. Okay, calm down, relax. Y'all feel better in the morning. Y'all feel better in December. Just beat us again in December and get y'all swag back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna say. We short and sweet. We ain't got to bring it up no more. We don't got to mention no names. Just y'all didn't want up us. We don't really care. Just let it go, man. We'll see y'all during the season.
Man, I'll be honest. I'm so over the Cincinnati banter.
I'm,
Like it's just sad at this point. It go like there's no. I get it. You guys got a good squad. They do. They got a good team. There's no denying that. They're going to be a contender. We're going to have a rivalry going forward. But like until you beat us again, until you get to that next step, like I'm just over it. I'm over it. Arguing with them is like arguing with a wall.
can we
Yeah,
get better rivals, man? Like I feel it was better when we was going up against the Patriots because we was like the little dog nipping at their heels. It was just better, you know. But man,
It
we
might
need some better
that
rivals.
I mean, that could all be about perspective too. Like now we're the hunted. I mean, how was it for Patriots fans during that time? They're probably like,
Yeah,
man, get
True
these
that.
Chiefs
True
fans
that.
out of here. Like, what are we doing?
and I'm gonna
True that.
disagree with y'all though, man. I like all this shit, man. I love it. I enjoy all of it. It's the best rivalry in shit, probably sports almost now. They was getting us. We didn't got them when it counted. I mean, I like it. We gonna be able to talk shit until we lose the Super Bowl. We got the one up on them, so we really can say whatever. We go just throw that Super Bowl ring on the table. So it's cool for me until they win the Super Bowl. They got a good team, so it's a chance one day maybe they'll win one. So if that day ever happens, we know they never gonna let us live that shit down. So we gonna just rub it in until that day happen, man. Why not? I think this is 10 times better than the Patriots. The Patriots, by the time we finally start beating the Patriots, the dynasty was over. They had won, what, 6? It was like, all right, man, y'all didn't beat us so many times and beat everybody. This, at least they beat us, and they really thought they was better than us. So I like it, man. And we don't get
Actually,
Sporting Voice in the comments no more. No,
uh,
I want all that. Bring that back, man.
actually, it was
Man,
kind of similar though, because we was beating them. We just wasn't beating them when it counted. We was beating them in the regular season. We retired Brady like 3 times. Beat them on their ring ceremony night.
Bengals beat
The
us in the
ring.
playoffs, though.
Uh, that's what I'm saying.
At home.
We beat them, and then they beat us when it counted.
Yeah.
So it's kind of similar, actually.
yeah, I mean, I don't know about it being the best rivalry in sports. I'm not gonna go that far, but
What's a
Jags
better
ain't ready
what's
yet.
a better rival though right now? Just off the top of your head, what you got?
right now,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Heat and Celtics, they've been playing each other in the playoffs like the past 3 years. I mean, they've had some good back and forth. That's in the discussion.
I got
I
Chiefs
mean,
and
I can't.
Bengals over that. But
Yeah,
I get what you're saying with that, Chuck. I definitely got you got to think about the Justin Reed comments, the 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 arguing with Chase and all that. It's been a lot of trash talking for years with this. At least with
there,
Boston, it,
there it go.
John, you might have
There it
one.
go. There it go.
My fault,
That's
John.
number
Oh
John, you
one.
my
got it. You
God.
That's
got it.
number one with a bullet right there.
You got it.
That's number one with a bullet. Ain't no topping that one. That one 15 years strong and still going.
Kyle,
Thank God it only got another year left. Thank
Kyle, I
God.
don't know anything about hockey, but you can put me on game on hockey this year. I'm willing to listen and watch. I don't know one thing about hockey, man.
John and Kyle,
Man,
they about to start a hockey podcast.
Hey, I'm gonna check it out if y'all do, man.
Yeah, for real. They can get that going, really. Definitely put us on game. But yeah,
What's up?
but you got a point about the trash talking and all that, the build up and all that. I mean, the NFL, they do a much better job of like creating storylines and building up, the games and stuff. But it's probably because the games are mostly only on one day, so that kind of helps the build up a little bit. But yeah. But yeah, man, let's
It's
go ahead and my fault, go
it's
ahead,
just
bro.
the same old thing over and over again. It's you got us and then we got you and then well if I would have played we would have won like bruh.
But can we all be honest though? Can we all admit if he did play, the game may have been different? I'm
Okay,
not
but
saying they
then I
would have
can say
won.
if Kadarius Tony doesn't get hurt, if Juju doesn't get hurt,
Yeah,
if who else did we lose? We lost 3 wide receivers. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, you could be
there's a lot of
hypothetical
what
either way.
ifs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Right.
yeah,
Injuries
but
are part of the
anybody
game.
could play that game. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't have Snead, did we? Snead got
No,
hurt.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Nope. He went
yeah,
out early.
yeah.
that's
He
what
went
I'm
out early
saying.
too.
It's like, why even? That's what I'm saying. They get it honestly from their players, and it just
Basically.
trickled down to their fan base. They're all pathetic.
Right. But man, the only time I talked to a Bengals during this whole offseason is anything outside of football. I ain't talked to one Bengals fan about football. I already said, look, until I get some hardware, bruh, y'all can't talk to me about football. We can talk about other
I'm
stuff, but
yeah.
football, no.
I feel like too, like I'm on such a high from the Super Bowl still that I'm just like, yeah, like whatever. I don't care.
We punching
Just
down.
right.
Right.
But
All
anyways,
right. Move
man,
on. Next
let's go
subject.
on. Let's go on and get to the OTA talk, man. Okay, so OTAs, man. I think the main topic of discussion so far in the OTAs is the wide receiver group. There's been a lot of hype with the wide receiver group coming in. And the first topic I want to talk about is today from Arrowhead Pride. I want to bring up this article about Kadarius Toney and the possibility of him being a wide receiver one. I know there's been rumors going around with DeAndre Hopkins still, but we'll get into that later on. But what I've been seeing throughout the entire offseason, whether it's from James Palmer, whether it's been from Jeremy Fowler, and now from Pete Sweeney, Matt Nagy, he described what makes Kadarius Toney a number one wide receiver, and that's just been the word the entire offseason, despite all the DeAndre Hopkins rumors and all of that. So, basically, what Nagy said was, he got a great understanding of the offense, and he was saying like we can see what he can do with the football in his hands, you know what I mean? And it was the same ordeal with Juju Smith-Schuster last year when he first came in, you know. So he's saying that Kadarius still got a learning curve. He still got a little bit to learn in the offense or whatever. But in year two, that relationship with Patrick Mahomes is going to be a little better. Like, because we all know he's super talented with the football in his hands. And it's been like that, every time he's played, or at least every time he's been healthy. So that's just some of the things that he touched on as far as Kadarius Toney goes. So, I mean, I'm going to ask you guys this. Are you guys do you guys believe the Kadarius Toney stuff even more as we go on further into the offseason, as far as him being wide receiver one on the depth chart?
We all know he's capable. I think we all believe that, but we just got to see it, and he got to stay healthy. We got to see him stay healthy for. I want to see him play. How about this? We'll start it off small with baby steps. Um, is five fair? Can we see him play 5 straight weeks in a row? Can we start small and then go from there? But because I I just even last year he only played what 5 7 games, right?
Yeah, he was only here for like a short period.
Yeah. So and even in that short period of him being in Kansas City, he missed 3 or 4 games. You know what I'm saying with a hamstring. So
Hmm.
um, as usual, they see more than we see, but let's we gonna have to do it like we did Orlando Brown when it came to paying Orlando Brown. We just gonna have to judge him week by week, and then start putting these small steps together and see what we come out with. I think he's very capable of being 1,000 yard receiver. I think he's capable of being a number one, but we just got to see it. We just got to see him do it on the field.
I I'm a big fan of Tony. He really grew on me as the season went on last year as he got more games. Obviously, the Super Bowl, he had an amazing game. Left a really good lasting impression as we go into the offseason. So I think obviously, like Country said, we all know he's capable. It's a matter of him staying healthy. Obviously, like they said, he's great when he gets the ball in space. He's able to make magic happen and move really great. He's very, very agile, but with that comes the risk of like what's going to happen with that hamstring. So it's just a little bit more like it's just a little concerning. It's not that I don't think in the position he can't handle it. It's just will he be there every week to will he have the availability?
That's the only question. Is
Mm-hmm.
will he be there every week? Can you depend on him every week?
Yeah,
Because
I think
like we said during the schedule, you got that. What is it? Broncos, Chargers, Broncos. I need him. I need him those 3 games. I need him there. You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna be able to do that?
it's smart from the front office and the coaches to keep saying that he's gonna be the number one because it's kind of like a safety blanket just in case you get D Hop or you get somebody else, but you still putting that confidence in him through the media and while he's there. So I think that's good. They doing that. I'm with y'all. We all know he got the talent. That's nobody's questioning his talent. We seen that in games. He was getting 30, 40 yards. We looking like this dude got something, a special something to him when he got the ball in his hand. So we know that. Hopefully, a whole off season with the Chiefs, with our trainers and our coaching staff, he can just take that step. That's the big thing. We brag about our training staff, even though the Chiefs players don't. But we brag about our training staff getting them ready. Hopefully, a whole off season, we can see him pick up a little weight, get a little stronger, and be that number one if need be.
hmm And I saw the Juice's comment here about MVS. MVS he's made a few made a few highlight catches so far in OTAs. And yeah, he definitely needs to be a little more aggressive. I know he made a nice catch near the sideline in OTAs today, and then we saw him on that comeback route when Justin Reed lined up across from him. But like I know I saw Daniel Harms, friend of the show, it was a hot take. He was saying that, everything goes well,
Sports.
MVS is healthy. He could be 1,000 yard receiver and have like 6 touchdowns. Now, I'll say he can maybe get 800. He might get 800 if he stays healthy and plays the full year. But we'll have to see about that. But as far as Kadarius Toney goes, yeah, as long as he's healthy, he definitely be wide receiver one on this team. But that's just been the main thing. That's gonna be a top before mid, so he shows us that he can be reliable. Like if he can play, let's say if he can play like at least maybe 14, 15 games this year, I mean that's doable for me. That's cool.
Look, can I ask you guys a question?
I'm with you,
Yeah.
Clint. Yep. What you got,
Is
Coach?
there a receiver on the team right now that you could see being 1,000 yard receiver outside of
How
Kelsey?
many,
Mm,
how many did MVS have last year?
he has 692. His career high is 697 when he was with Green Bay. So and he started like the same amount of games basically, played the same amount in comparison to last year and when he has career year in Green Bay. So that's been his ceiling.
I,
Uh, Go ahead, Coach.
I think MVS is probably the closest.
I mean,
He probably the closest. Um, and y'all say Sky, but we got to see it with Sky. Let Sky get 500 first, and then we'll talk about Sky. Sky look like he got potential to be that, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put MVS as the closest right now.
If you told me Tony was playing 14, 15 games, I'm saying Tony's 1,000 yard receiver.
I would agree.
You got to lock in 14 or 15 games for me. If you can lock that in healthy, I give you 1,000 from him. I guess Rice, maybe. Let me see how he look in St. Joe. Maybe he got. I don't know. I don't think MVS is 1,000 yard receiver. I don't. Y'all know I'm big Sky Moore fan. I'm driving the bandwagon. I don't think he getting 1,000 yards this year, but I think he'll be much better. But 1,000 yards, that's asking a lot.
yeah, Kyle mentioned in the comments that him and EVS they did miss quite a bit on the deep ball here and there. Like him and Patrick they weren't on the same page. Some of them deep routes. So hopefully, in this coming up in this upcoming season, that chemistry will be a little better as far as like hitting a home run ball when it's there. So,
Look at
but
Kyle
yeah,
and Boogie agreeing on something.
I know, right? Look,
But yeah, let's talk about Sky Moore though. Let's talk about Sky Moore because Sky Moore he's been quite a topic too in this wide receiver group. So we seen him make like the tough catches. I know on his Instagram story, people was questioning where he really caught that fingertip catch or whatever. And he said, "Yes, I did catch that." And I believe him because Sky been putting in the work, man. You've been seeing the off-season video. Seen his YouTube of him, working on his craft and getting better. And we saw that he made a strong grab over the middle in traffic, during team drills, according to Mac McMullen. So I think Sky can definitely be better in year two. He's gonna have a few more opportunities, and he definitely looks stronger out there. At least what I'm seeing. Like his body looks a little better in comparison to his rookie year. So, I mean, what are your guys' expectations for Sky in year two?
If I said right now that Sky Moore is going to be like a healthy Sammy Watkins, would you take that? Would you be fine with that?
Yeah,
absolutely.
we saw what
Yeah.
Sammy can do when he was healthy.
That's what I think. I think if you can, eh, 500, 600 yards, 50 catches, that's not bad. That's not bad. When he was used as the number one in that San Diego game when they targeted him like seven times. He came up with big catches over and over again, first downs. You know, he made plays. So let's see, just see if we can stretch it out.
I'm fully on the Sky Moore hype train. Fully on, just like Boogie said. I'm probably in the passenger seat next to him. He driving the car. I'm sitting right next to him. But realistically, yeah, probably looking at 600-700 yards next year. But I think what's standing out to me, you mentioned Country that he's gained a little bit of weight. I think he's gained confidence. Like last year, he had those drop punts, and it was just started off rocky, and you could see he was shaking through most of the season. And then obviously he had that touchdown in the Super Bowl, and that just like I just feel like it pushed him over the edge. And he's got the workouts that he's been doing all year. He's posting on Instagram, posting his YouTube videos, showing off like, yeah, I made that catch. Yeah, I did that. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like a confidence builder for him this offseason, and I think that's going to go a long way next year.
I agree with everything Kylie just said, and I think the biggest difference is going to be just being able to get those snaps. You know, half the year we was complaining he wasn't even on the field. That's going to be the biggest thing. He's going to be on the field. He should know that playbook now. He should be able to come out the gate. St. Joe, we should be seeing those flashes early. It shouldn't be like a wait-and-see game. Scott Moore should be St. Joe. We see him. He's getting open. We know he can get off the line and get open. He's been putting in the work with Mahomes, so we know that chemistry should be there. I expect big things out of him, man. Like you said, that Julian Edelman comparison, I think that's the best comparison for him. If he could be that, that's a steal, man.
I want him to be Tony Yayo.
Okay,
Just stay
you
close
got
to 50
you got to
Cent. Man.
elaborate. You got to elaborate on that one, bro.
Stay close to the money. Stay close to Patrick Mahomes at all times. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to Pat, let it happen to you first. He been locked in. He been in Texas. Him and Bobby been working out. He been filming everything. He been staying out of trouble. Just be Tony Ayo, bro. Stick close to the money because the money ain't gonna never fail. And pack the money. You know what I'm saying? Don't stray away. Don't try to be your own self. Don't be a diva. Just stay close to the money, man.
So I see Quinn's comments right there. He said he may not be the number one, but he'll be the most dependable. He'll be more like Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks, they have the best bars in G Unit.
I like that, man.
I love Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks didn't have no personality. That's why I was like, Lloyd Banks didn't have no person. He couldn't sell nobody nothing.
I haven't thought about Lloyd Banks since like 2004.
Shout out Lloyd Banks, man. That was my guy, man.
Punch Bar King, man.
For sure.
Yep, Lazy Lloyd, man.
Lazy Lloyd.
But anyway, man, I think
I'm
some
gonna
guys'
go listen to a
personality
song
can
after
definitely
this.
sell.
That was a banger right there, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bailey, yeah, definitely. But let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the group, man. Okay, so let's get to the hype train here. Okay, there's been some hype going around with John Ross. John Ross, you know, he's been out the league for a little bit, or he hasn't played in a little while, but you know, I've been seeing some things going around in OTAs, seeing some reports about him making impressive plays, and you know, he's still got a little bit of that speed that we know him for. And also, we got to talk about the other Ross, Justin Ross. You know, he's finally healthy. He's been out of football for a minute. Yesterday, the Chiefs posted a clip of him going deep. Patrick Mahomes hit him on a deep route for a touchdown when he was one-on-one with Najee Johnson. And people was getting on Najee Johnson for his courage. I'm like, look, he's a special teams guy anyway. Like, Dave Tavari came out and said he's going to be the number one gunner. So, chill on Najee Johnson, man. But anyway, man, like, the rest of this wide receiver group is gonna be some competition to try to make this team, man. Like, if you had to choose between one of these two Rosses to be like, let's say the sixth wide receiver at least, I mean, which one of these Rosses y'all think is gonna make the squad when it's all said and done?
Judging by the social media account, it got to be Justin Ross because they keep hyping this kid up. They want you to see him. I ain't seen John Ross. I don't know what he's doing. I just seen Justin
Mhm.
Ross though. I just seen Justin Ross on the sidewalk. I just seen him picking up mail. He done been to the liquor store a couple times. Like they keep posting his videos all over. They want you to love Justin Ross. So either his cousin worked for the Chiefs on the side, or I don't know. But I think that their last wide receiver. I don't think Justin Watson gets cut. If they don't pick up D Hop, I think that Justin Watson is still on the team. Now that sixth spot, and Ross is gonna have to fight it out. That's what I
Watson,
think.
Watson, the special teams guy. He the special teams
Yeah, but
guy,
I think he's
at
the, I
least.
think he's the fifth wide receiver too.
Yeah,
Watson is getting snaps
yeah. Watson's
Right?
making the
in
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
in
I don't.
meaningful
Watson's
games,
on the team.
and we gonna complain about it for
Yeah,
sure.
What's up?
we still
What's up,
gonna
Anthony?
complain about it.
I was just gonna say what Kyle said.
Yes, he
Patrick loves
does.
Justin.
He does, Kyle. See,
He
that's why I'm not
does.
tripping off it. I'm not tripping off it, man, because Justin Watson always been good on special teams at least, and he made some plays here and there last year too. So I'm not surprised the Chiefs brought him back, and I'm not gonna be surprised when he makes the team. It is what it is.
Some big
Hey,
plays, some clutch
it was
plays.
It
it
did.
was some times that we needed some solidifying on that special teams, and Justin Watson was just out there fair catching, and that's all you can do now is fair catch anyway. He might have a spot on his team, you know what I'm saying? But I think that six wide receiver spot, Richie James, Justin Ross, John Ross, I think those guys are all fighting for that spot. Justin Watson's gonna be on his team.
hmm And listen, this always been like at least one, kind of reliable white guy in the wide receiver core anyway. This goes back to Garrett Dieter. Garrett Dieter getting called up from the practice squad here and there. This goes back to Mark Richter when he scored that 99-yard TD against the Chargers. He made some plays here and there too. So that's just what it is with the Chiefs, man.
Didn't
Man, with this Justin Rock, what? Go ahead.
no? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I gotta see it in a game, like preseason at least, at minimum, before I can start getting hyped. Like, listen, I'm a sucker for the fan videos that they put out. I'll watch them 10 times over. I'll be honest, but we've overhyped it so much that I'm just like, all right, I just need to see what this is gonna be. I need to let this play out before I can get all in.
I'm
Yeah, I
staying on
think
that.
people are gonna be tuning into the preseason games because that's the only time we're gonna get. That might be the only time we get to see him. So I mean, like I said, I think they fight for that six wide receiver spot between Richie, Ross, and the other Ross. I think the other five are locked up, and if they get D Hop, it's really locked. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be, you know, somebody might get traded for a couple of seventh round picks or something like that. But I think the other five are locked, and then preseason is gonna be interesting. And
Hey,
you know,
Yeah, I
hey,
Pat
know.
ain't gonna play that much during the preseason, so I would be getting close to Blaine Gabbert and Shane Bichelle if I was a wide receiver.
but the
Like get
Yeah,
difference
some
in
chemistry.
those spots, the difference in those spots, y'all already know is special teams. It didn't Tobe say that John Ross was working with the punt team, returning, I believe.
Yeah, so is
yeah.
Um,
James though. So is Richie James. So
Well, to
Yeah, I
me,
was about to mention that.
whoever's doing that to me will be the favorite.
Chill out, John.
Uh, and John Ross has been there before. I can see John Ross making it as a returner. Justin Ross, even if he doesn't make it, I do think they are selling this hard. Like they definitely want us to know that Justin Ross is practicing and looking good. But if he gets a little small injury or something, they can always practice squad him maybe.
you know the mysterious injury.
Yeah, so I can see that. Richie
But
James,
yeah,
though, he got guaranteed money on that contract, right?
Yeah, like 1.4. It ain't a lot. It ain't a lot.
hmm so he's definitely in the competition for the return game. Like Dave told mentioned that. You know what I mean? Because that's another reason why you got all these wide receivers on this team right now. Because it's already confirmed that Dave Toll's looking for a new return guy, whether it's in the kick return game or the punt return game. And I'm definitely glad Pacheco's not going to be doing the kickoffs no more. Like it's
I was
bedtime
just
for him to
finna
get
say
off
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need returners on kicks and punts, new ones. I seen
Yeah.
somebody in
Yeah.
the comments say Scott Moore. Respectfully, that's done, bro. We not
No.
doing that.
Thank you for what you did. Thank you for that Cincinnati game, but no.
Yeah, we done with that. Now you can put Tony on punts every so often, like how we did with Tyreek when we
I
really
say
need
no. I
one.
say no to that. I say no to that too.
I agree, Chuck. We can't take extra risk with him.
Not every punt return, but you know how sometimes we needed a big play. They will put Tyreek back there every
Yeah,
every so often. I'm cool with him
yeah,
doing it like
emergency.
that, but not every game.
Yeah.
Who have they hyped up to this degree? When the last time they put so much focus on one guy?
Jody Fortson, maybe.
Jody wasn't getting this much hype though. Justin Ross, I mean, this is the most hype for a guy that's been undrafted in quite some time.
I ain't gonna say that he's the same guy, but man, when Tyreek Hill first came, every day at training camp, they was like, "Yo, y'all got to see Tyreek. Tyreek did
Yeah, that's
this.
the last one.
Tyreek did
Yep.
this. Tyreek
But
did."
country, listen what you
Hmm.
saying though. That's training camp. We ain't even made
Yeah,
it to
they ain't
training camp
even
yet.
right. That's why I'm like, they
And we 2 videos in, 2 different days. Like they selling it, man. And you know, Chiefs Twitter already got them getting 1,000
shut up.
yards, man.
Shout out to Brilliant Speaks though. He's
That-
the candidate for
Kyle,
Defense Player of the Year in the USFL.
Big
that's a
so.
good point, Kyle. But they didn't show Patrick like they showing Ross like this. I know times are different too, though, but not like this, bro. Like this is another level right now.
Hmm. Yep. But yeah, we didn't touch on Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice, I mean, I haven't really like seen like many reports on him, but I don't know what his conditioning is like because I know the last time there was like a major report on him, Andy Reid pointed out that he needed to get his conditioning together. But other than that, the physical tools are there with Rasheed Rice, and we'll see where he lands on the depth chart. I think he'll probably end up being wide receiver 4 when it's all said and done. They're gonna bring him
Right?
along slowly. Yeah,
Somebody said that he was just like a veteran. He had veteran
I, s-
instincts. Ain't that the report that was out?
yeah, I saw that report too, but we'll
Yeah.
see. Because here's the thing
What
with
about
Andy Reid. Here's the thing with Andy Reid when it comes to rookie wide receivers. I just forgot about this, and somebody reminded me the other day. Like the only time Andy Reid really had to put an emphasis on rookie wide receivers and throw them in the fire at the gate was when he was in Philly and they had Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin on the team.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had no choice but to play them. Like in this situation, it's a lot different. So
yeah? What about Bobby Scipio?
s- as far as what hype,
Yeah, height.
he got a little hype, but it wasn't like this. It
Not
wasn't on
like
this
this.
level, bro.
Hell no, country.
It wasn't on this
This right.
level.
This
I
Justin
mean, well,
Ross.
times we didn't have the internet then either. But I'm just
It
saying
wasn't that long ago, bro. We ain't had the internet.
we
Yeah, I'm
didn't
about to
have
say
the internet
we had
then.
internet still. We had
Come
internet.
on, country.
Oh
You
yeah, we
talking
did
about
have
your
YouTube.
childhood,
Let me
man?
chill
We
out.
ain't
Let me
going
chill
that
out.
far
I
back.
mean, we at least
It
had
wasn't.
AOL dial up.
It wasn't Jonathan Ball.
Nah,
No,
I ain't. Yeah,
no.
Jonathan Baldwin was some hype. That was some hype. Cause remember he did that jog. We all
Oh
thought
yeah, I
Jonathan.
forgot
Well,
about
I
John
thought
Baldwin.
Jonathan
That was
Baldwin
his
was
Oh
video,
my
though.
God,
I'm talking
yes.
about the Chiefs being behind a person like this.
okay.
But hold on, that video went viral though.
It did,
That
but it
video
couldn't
did
go
go.
viral.
Hey,
Like,
bro, we all thought Jonathan Ball was gonna kill us.
yeah,
Nasty, bro.
we fell for the combine numbers, all
We
that,
did.
bro.
I did. I for sure did.
I bought in. I bought in. I remember when
Yeah.
Sanders Cummings first made he played against Denver and had like 10 tackles. I was like, oh, he the next coming. And then he got hurt again.
Hmm.
Poor guy, man.
Country was telling me Sanders Cummings was gonna be Earl Thomas for like 2 years, bro.
I
I'm
think I
like, come
said
on,
Bob
man.
Sanders. I think I
You
said Bob
did, you
Sanders.
did, you did. I'm
Yeah,
like, come
you
on,
did.
Country, come
You
on, man. We
did,
gotta
bro.
move on, man. Come on,
You
man.
did, bro. You lacking now. You definitely
Man,
lacking
he
now.
finally got to play. he had about 10 like spectacular tackles, and then he got hurt like the next game. I was like, well, and then he showed up to training camp that year and got hurt on the first play. Kylie, he got hurt. They said, "Welcome to training camp." They did one play and he was hurt. I was like, "Oh
Jason
my
Tatum, man. Jason Tatum.
poor guy, man." I wonder what Sanders is up to, man. I want him on the show. Just want to see him.
Yeah. I feel like there was a lot of hype around Clyde, but he was a first round pick technically.
Oh,
So I
that's
guess
another.
It was some hype. It was some hype about him.
there was just
That's another. That's another trigger word. As you can see, he left after you said that.
But they
He's
talk
like,
good
I'm
about
done.
Clyde too. I seen
They
Kyle
are.
Peterson talking good about Clyde, saying that he was being more vocal this year. Y'all know what Terrell
Do you think they're
said.
just trying to trade him?
I think if they could get him traded, they would trade him.
Yeah. But do you think the hype is like them trying to be like get a little
I
hype so
definitely
they
think
can
that's in the
possibly
back of their mind. If we could get him sold, definitely. Yes.
Quinn, dang, what was that corner that got cut before we even started playing? Boogie, I know you remember. It started with a
You
K,
Sanford
right?
Route? No, not Sanford Route.
Oh, you talking about
Um,
you talking about Kavare Russell?
yes, Kavari
That went
Russell.
to the Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that boy got that Nike contract and started acting crazy. He got cut.
Why we got to pick? Who put that comment back up? Why we got to choose up, man?
Choose between who?
D Hop and Frank Clark. Why I got to do that?
Yeah,
See,
why would
man.
you have to do that?
Blake ruined it, man, because that was gonna be my question later on the show. I was
Blake
about to
being
bring that
negative,
question
man.
up. So yeah, would y'all rather have Nuke come here or bring back Frank Clark
Bob.
for another year?
Damn, Boogie, think about it, Boogie.
I am. That's the problem.
I ain't gotta think about this one. I already know the answer.
What's your answer?
What you got?
Man, I'm bringing back the Shark for one more year. I trust Patrick
Over
with this wide receiver group.
Mm-hmm.
pause.
Man, that is a
Okay.
hard question. I mean,
That's not
I
that
would
hard
have
for
to
me at all.
say no, I love Frank, but I feel like that's a lot of like my heart speaking. Like I think in my head, I feel like with D Hop, that offense is just completely,
Oh
I don't know,
man.
unstoppable. I don't know. I want Frank though. I don't like this question. How do we get both? I mean,
That's a valid point.
I'm just treating
I
I'm,
think
tre- I'm
Frank would
treating
be a
Hopkins like
really
a luxury.
he totally is. No, that's very true. I think the wide receiving core we have right now, and Pat, like you said, Patrick is someone that like we can trust. Whatever wide receivers are around him, he's gonna like let them shine and really elevate them. I think Clark coming back would be great for Felix Anudike Uzama. Did I do it?
Damn. Okay.
Ooh.
I've been really practicing in the mirror.
Look at Chuck.
But
Chuck internet is crap today.
yeah. But I think Clark, he did such a great job with Karlaftis last year. I think he would be more beneficial down the road to have that extra year with Karlaftis, extra year with Felix. I'm just gonna say FAU. Anyway, that's a hard choice. I have to go with Frank. I think my heart's overwhelming.
Yeah. I'll go with Frank because what he's done for us, but man, y'all know how much I want D Hop, man. But I just think Frank Clark. Did you see Spag's comments today? It
What do
seems
you
like
say?
it seems like they want another pass rusher out there too. Like, and when you think about it, Felix, is he gonna be ready out the gate this year? Like, what are realistic expectations for him? Because
I want him to
he was
play.
a
I
little
want him to
banged
have the
up to
same
start.
type of. Can he have the same type of season that George had? Now George came along like week 7, week 8. That when George started week 10 maybe, And then when George started getting a sack every week and he started being all over the field and contributing in more ways, if we can just bring him, he's not gonna have to come out the gate busting. If we get Frank back, he don't have to come out the gate busting. We can slow play it. But if we don't bring somebody in, a Dunlap maybe or Frank, then he gonna have to speed it up.
I was about to say, see, that's the difference last year is because you had Frank Clark and you had Dunlap. We haven't
Right,
replaced both of those veterans yet. So if
right,
we get
yeah.
another veteran where Felix can come in and just pass rush this year or like that, then I'm more comfortable. But just throwing a rookie DN out there and just telling them go ahead and I'm not sure.
I
You go
also
get Frank
think
Clark, man.
I know, and the leadership that Frank would bring, and the experience on a championship team, another year. He and Chris Jones, like there's so many. It's like pulling at my heart.
I
Bring
can't get
Frank
Yeah,
comfortable
back.
with this
Bring
5-5,
Frank
man.
back.
I
and,
can't
and
go with
then
this 5-5, man. I can't.
and then you don't want to pitch the star player off. And Chris he's pretty much telling you he wants Frank back. You really don't want to piss that guy off. That's not the guy you want to piss off. But
I mean, long as you pay Chris Jones respectfully, I think he's gonna be all right. I mean, he
yeah,
knows it's a business. He done lost plenty of friends on that D line. I know him and Frank Clark is cool, but business is business, man. We do need to just make sure we pay Chris Jones,
that's
full
how I feel
stop.
about
Mhm.
Diop. Is Diop gonna be a man of his word? I want to win a title versus I want to get paid.
But see, Chiefs fans say if D Hop wants to really win, like he can go sign with other teams and be committed to winning. Like it's not just the Chiefs if he want to win a ring. You know that, right?
Not if, not if you signing with Houston. You ain't that ain't commitment.
Houston don't count. No, that's not trying to win at all. But if he went to Buffalo, if he went to, I mean, there's other teams he could go. If he went to Baltimore, I, I think all them teams will be contenders still. I'm still
Yeah,
favored in the Chiefs, but if he signed with Buffalo, I'm not gonna say he didn't want to win.
Buffalo said
Here's
they
how,
already out the running.
I'm just
yeah.
using them as an example.
Yeah,
Here's how I feel like about the D Hop situation. I feel
thank
like
you, Baltimore.
I feel like us and Buffalo are being used as a scapegoat in the media with these reports, and he gonna end up with somebody like Jacksonville or maybe Cleveland when it's all said and done.
Jacksonville.
That's
I could
how I
see
feel about the
Cleveland.
Dion situation.
If he signed to either one of them teams, I wouldn't say he didn't care about winning either.
Hmm.
Right.
Just not as
That's
much.
nah. What you mean?
I think Jacksonville's like I mean, you got to be careful with Jacksonville.
That's a playoff
Yeah,
team. They won
yeah.
a playoff game last year. They getting
Yep.
better. They got another receiver coming back. That's
A
Jacksonville's
great head
great in a
coach.
horrible division.
But if
So
you
you
Yep.
can
if
get a
you
whole playoff
Jacksonville,
game.
if you Jacksonville, are you trying to work? Eh, because you already got to work Calvin Ridley back in. Are you trying to
Calvin
work
Ridley
him
is
and
not
D Hop
DeAndre
in at the
Hopkins,
same time?
bro. Calvin
But I
Ridley is
say
not DeAndre Hopkins. No.
I'm
right,
just saying. I'm just saying that's two new wide receivers that you trying to work into the situation.
But I'm
yeah,
saying
but
D Hop is an all pro receiver, bro. Like
True that. True that.
he's that
I'm just
good.
saying.
Like he going anywhere and he's a 1,200-yard receiver, 10 touchdowns. Any quarterback.
yeah, and I feel like this, like Hopkins and really, I mean, it may take them a little bit to like get the chemistry together with them and Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the offense, but I think throughout the course of the season they can get better.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. And if they do end up with D Hop dog, they really gonna be dangerous, and I can definitely see them in the AFC Championship game against us
I could too.
if that's the case.
Yeah. It ain't no sweat off my back. If D Hop come, he come. If he don't, he don't. It's not gonna
Hmm.
make or break us. I don't think it changes our situation either way.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Hmm.
say either way. If we get him, I definitely
I think
book a
that just
flight.
moves you closer to the Super Bowl. I think it just solidifies it even more if you get D Hop. But I think you still the Super Bowl favorite. We still the betting team for the Super Bowl favorite right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And now, since we brought up Frank Clark, I want to talk about our defensive line real quick. So, I mean, as of right now, the ends, Felix and Odike Uzama, he hasn't really been cleared to do like full practices for OTAs right now. He's still limited. You got Mike Dana, you got Charles Aminu, and you got George Karlaftis. I mean, that's the four on the defensive ends. Now, Spags was talking about Malik Herring and Josh Kane, though, entering year 3 and seeing how those guys do. Like, if you had to pick one guy to make the squad this season, I mean, which one of those D ends y'all think is gonna make the squad? Is it Herring or is it Kane, though?
Man, they've been hyping both of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if Kando has one of those? Because remember, Tano Passanio, they talked about him for 3 years before he started doing stuff. What if he has that type of out the blue? It's a, I don't know. It's a toss up. We ain't seen neither one of them. So like,
I feel like we seen a little
We see
more
him
of
in
Harry.
preseason.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
we
That's
like
seen
what I
we,
was.
Herring in real games.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Dana nice
I would
though,
go with
bro. We can't
Harry.
go Mike Dana.
I think
How
I'm
did I
going
mess
with
that up,
Harry
Kyle?
too. Kyle said, What's that?
Kyle
Kyle
said I
said
messed
he
that up.
messed up.
I messed up Charles Aminu, whose last name.
Mini.
No,
Oh, I got it.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm about to say whatever. We're gonna get it right.
but I think
But
Mike Dana. I think we all agree Mike Dana is a lock. Just
Yeah,
about
and
right.
he's not
oh,
in this
I
absolutely.
conversation. That's
figured,
why we're
yeah.
not talking.
Okay. That's why I
Yeah,
said.
Right,
we're
and
not
I
talking
and I,
about.
and I,
We're not
I
putting
was
Mike
and
Dana
I
in this.
mentioned Mike Dana.
yeah
I
We're
mentioned
not
Mike
putting him in
Dana.
this conversation. This is not
Yeah,
no,
a.
but
that's
my
not the
question
question.
was Herring and Kane though, because we
Right.
all kind of agree Mike Dana's gonna make the team. We know that, right?
Right.
I'm gonna go with Harry.
Why,
I'm
Blake?
going
I
Herring
think,
too.
like you said, Boogie. He's been on the field a little bit more. We've seen a little bit more of him. He's a little bit more familiar with the defense. I'm gonna go with Harry. You're making me choose. Both.
Uh,
Like,
But I still think, like we all said, we still need one more veteran. I still think that, regardless.
yeah, what's Carlos
well,
Dunlap
yeah,
doing? He down there opening it up another restaurant or something?
yeah, he's just
Come on
chilling.
home, baby. Did
But
anybody
yeah,
sign Unique? What's his dude's name? He used to play for the Raiders.
Nope.
He's still out there.
you
He was
talking
out
about the
there
guy?
working out on the beach. He did the whole working out on the beach viral video. He still didn't get signed.
You know,
You
at
talking about
this time of the
you talking
year, they
about Ngakwe?
waiting on training camp. What you
And
say his name
Doctor,
was,
Right.
Chuck?
You talking about Ngakwe?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Dang, how many times he been a free agent? He's like he be a free agent. He's like he a free agent every year.
Please.
I might bring back.
But
Um,
Justin Houston is not coming back, man.
Yeah,
Dead
yeah,
that
that.
yeah,
that's
that
done.
ain't happening, bro.
Please
That's
dead
over.
that.
This is like
Justin Houston,
every
Kareem Hunt,
show.
they ain't
Every
coming
year in the
back.
off
No.
season.
I might
Every year in the
bring
off
back.
season, man.
I might bring back Frank and Carlos.
If you can, but I feel like we're gonna give one.
What
So
you mean? They ain't gonna cost me that much.
Frank Clark getting paid, man.
Yeah, Frank.
Mhm.
Frank might want that bag.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what his market's like. Like come July when it gets closer to training camp.
I mean,
So
it's June now, so it's market day.
He a pass rusher. He'll get paid. They just waiting on training camp, man. They OGs now, man.
oh well,
No,
yeah, of
that's true.
course. That's why I mentioned that. So, but like as far as like the rest of the defense go, here's another topic I want to touch on. I want to touch on the secondary. I mean, linebackers. I really don't have anything on them on that. I mean, it's pretty much set. But as far as the cornerbacks, I want to talk about L'Jarius Sneed because yesterday, what I saw in the chats and on the timeline, there was debate going on whether Sneed's a top 10 corner or a top 15 corner and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Now, I'll say this: L'Jarius Sneed for what he did in his role this past offseason, like you can make an argument he could be in the top 15, but I'll say he's top 20. Like he barely below the top 15, but he in that top 20 somewhere as far as like overall cornerbacks. So and I also said that Trent McDuffie's really our best corner. It's just that he didn't play a full season, but you saw in that small sample size when he came back, that's when the secondary got better. So I mean, like, how you guys feel about Trent McDuffie in year 2 and then L'Jarius Sneed another year moving forward as he's playing for like a contract?
Man, L'Jarius Sneed is definitely top 15 in my opinion. He creeping up on that top 10. And the reason he creeping up to me is when they start using them differently them last couple of weeks of the season where he was allowed to follow a number one guy, when he was allowed to move around and he can play slot and he can play safety. He can play inside. He can play outside. Like Jerry Sneed is slept on, bro. Definitely, in my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he top 10. But I think he's an important player on our team. I think he's the most versatile player. Exactly. I think he just can do so much. That's what makes him so special. He was leading our team almost in sacks for a minute. I mean,
Dang, Chris, what that
Yeah.
mean?
force of turnovers. He does a little bit of everything, but I don't think his coverage I could put him as the top 10 corner. I can't do that.
That's
That's how I
fair.
I
feel
still
about
think
it.
he's the second most important player on our defense, probably.
Yeah, that's
Last
how I
year he
feel
was for
about it.
sure.
I feel like Trent McDuffie's closer to the top 10 than Snead is. That's how I feel about it. What you got on it, Kylie?
Yeah.
I love Sneed. It's hard for me not to put my fandom first, but in reality, I think he's not top 10. He's probably top 15. Like you guys were saying, he's really versatile. The way he travels with the wide receiver last year, I mean, that helped our secondary a lot. He brings a certain aggression to the defense that I don't feel like we have without him. That was noticeable within his first season. The way that he just kind of looks at the other opponent, the way he talks to the other opponent. I don't know. He just brings a lot of aggression to the field, and I really like that. Top 15 though. I think he's gonna have a better season this year though. I think he's gonna continue to get better now that they are using him, like you said, to travel. I think he's only gonna continue to improve.
Hey,
I
Kyle,
like,
buy stock. Buy the stock, Kyle. Buy the stock, bro. I'm
I
telling you,
like, I
dog.
like, bro. Trent McDuffie is nice, bro. He gonna have to start catching some interceptions though.
They'll come. They'll definitely
They,
come. But
they, they
the film says he's already getting kind of close.
yeah,
He
they
took
need to come. They don't come, but I wouldn't put him ahead of Snead right now. Not right now.
But he said almost, and I'm with you, Kyle. Snead is a more complete player right now, but coverage wise, I'm with Chuck. I think McDuffie is this year. He could
Yeah,
be
I agree with that.
yeah.
I
a
agree with that.
fringe top 10
That's
coverage corner. I can see it.
Okay, so McDuffie is the coverage guy. I think Snead is my all around.
the hybrid.
But I know I hate to bring this name up, especially with these two at the bottom, but he's like my Tyron Matthew of the defense, where I can
The
put him
tackles, yeah, he is that in this
I mean,
on this
in a
team.
yeah.
variety of
He basically
spots.
did.
You know what I'm saying? He's versatile. He's
Yeah, he's playing
versatile.
that role. He's playing
Yeah,
that role that Tyron played when he was
Yeah,
here. So
they had him at 26. That's disrespectful. That's
wow.
disrespectful.
Yeah, 26.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh, golly.
26 is that seemed a little crazy.
That's a
That seemed a
lot.
little crazy. I don't. Can y'all pull up Quinn's comment, please? That he
Yeah, I
just
was
Which
about
said.
to
one?
say,
This one? You
can
know, but
can Josh and Jalen live up to that higher expectations in year two? Are they going to improve? I mean, you can only go up from here.
That's
You
cat.
know,
no,
That's not
you can
true.
go down. You can go
That
down.
is not true, Chuck.
Sophomore slump.
You
It's
can go
I mean,
down, brother.
yeah, but I just don't see a sophomore slump in those guys. Could it happen? Yes, but I
I
personally
wouldn't.
don't see it.
Do y'all think there's any scenario where those two are not even the top three corners on our team this year?
Well, who you got the top three corners right now besides McDuffie and Snead? Like, who's the third for you?
I'm just saying, is there a scenario in y'all minds that Williams and Watson are not the number 3 and 4 corners on this team? Because Veach, every year he's finding corners at Price Choppers. He finding corners at St. Joe. He finds corners everywhere. Every year he's swapping corners
Price
out,
Chopper is
and that's
crazy.
why we was complaining that he never would draft a corner in the first round. So I wouldn't even be surprised that they not even top 4 corners on this team this year.
Actually,
Well,
High Hy-Vee is the official sponsor.
You're right. My fault.
Yeah,
We don't
I
shop at
was
Price
about to
Chopper.
say that, country. I was about to say that, but that was
Old
funny.
Chiefs fans. Yeah, Javi. My fault, y'all. My fault.
Shout out to Hy-Vee, man. They looked out for your boy
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Hey, cause hey, Hy-Vee. Hey, I bought a watermelon from Hy-Vee the other day. Oh my goodness, they must have got that from Arkansas. Anyway, um, no, Boogie, I don't see them falling down. I think they could take a step back, but I think they got better because they got thrown in the fire early. They was thrown in the
They
thick
did.
of it early. You know what I'm saying? So they done been through the fire, and they had a long season. They played 20 plus games or 20 games altogether. You know what I'm saying? So they got thrown into the fire. They should be better for that, not worse.
Yeah, so like speaking of DBs, like where they got Shamari Connor playing at right now? Is he playing the safety role? Is he or they got him lined up at cornerback right now?
I think what Chris just said. I think was Nick Jones starting today. Did they have him lined up on the outside, Snead in the
Yeah,
inside, and McDuffie, right?
I've been here.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
'Cause I know he had. I
I
know
find
Chamari. I know Chamari Connor had a pass breakup. When Blaine Gabbert was in there playing quarterback in the 7-on-7 drills, like he was covering the tight end, Matt Bushman. But Spags called it a great play, and it's really good for Chamari, who's slowly progressing. He's starting to catch up to speed a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. But go.
Y'all got to stop making everybody a special teams monster, John, because ain't that many special team spots. Everybody, the Nick Jones is a monster, Najee Johnson is a monster, Jamari is a monster, and Richie James is a special teams monster. Like we're running out of spots here.
I mean,
We
Dave
said,
Tobe is the assistant coach, though. That special teams is
oh
important.
yeah, he gonna pick two guys. He gonna get two guys. So, oh okay.
I'm
I think
excited
Brian
about
Cook
Brian Cook.
steps up, bro.
I'm excited
I'm
about Brian
excited.
Cook
I'm
and
excited
Justin
about
Reed.
Brian Cook. I am on the Brian Cook bandwagon. I've been driving that bandwagon for a minute now with
You
Brian
have
Cook.
been. You have
So
been driving that bandwagon. Facts.
Yeah,
I
you
agree with
like
that.
we liked him at the rookie premiere they had when
hmm
you locked in on Brian Cook that day. So yeah, we'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yeah,
He said.
Dato definitely
Are
He
added
y'all
said
more
spelling this
Johnson is
guy's
his
complexity.
name
brother.
right? Because that don't look right.
Yeah, that's
There are
yeah,
too many M's.
yeah, it's only one M as far as Shamari's
I
name.
I know
He
Cook
got
better not get no rough that silly penalty he got in Jacksonville. Don't do that no more.
yeah, I think he's learned from that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
know. They talk to him about it. I do like I do like that they are having fun. It looked like MVS and Justin Reed were out there having fun. And then Justin Reed tweet, I love this team. Everybody's cool. Iron sharpening iron. We having fun. We learning every day. I think the chemistry that they building right now is pretty good, man. And I think that last time we won the Super Bowl, I think we kind of like relaxed a little bit and we kind of slept walk through games and we kind of just gutted it out, winning by three, all that stuff. We looked like we were in trouble, just pull it out at the end. I think that we got fat because we won the Super Bowl. And I think this year is going to be hella different. I think it's going to be way more competitive and they not going to sleep through walk through games. We can't afford to sleep walk through games because we have the hardest schedule in the league again. You know what I'm saying? But I think I like what they building, bro. I like this chemistry. Who are you
Question for
telling us?
y'all, real fast, while we on
Mm,
Cook. Will Cook be a better safety for the Chiefs than Juan Thornhill was?
he's got the potential for sure.
he
Because
got a chance.
Juan had the potential at the point of time. We thought Juan could have been a Pro Bowl safety
Yeah, his
after
rookie
like
year,
Right.
that
yeah.
rookie year
Then he got
before he
hurt,
got hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
So y'all think
If
Cook can be back?
Juan could catch, he would have led the league in interceptions last year.
Yeah.
Low key.
You do,
A lot of
Kyle?
missed tackles. I know. I think Cook could be better.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I like Thornhill, but I didn't really like Thornhill. If you know what I mean. I
We
was frustrated with him a lot.
we know who. Yeah. Okay.
We all know why,
But
Kyler.
oh, stop. No, I'm excited for Brian Cook. I think he's got potential to be better than Thornhill. And I kind of said it earlier, but I look for Justin Reed to do a lot of improving from last year as well. I think he knows the defense now. I think you saw it towards the end. He was starting to be in position a little bit more, a little bit better. And I just think another year, another off season. He's put on some muscle too. I don't know if we talked about that yet, but it looked like he's put on a little bit more muscle. So I think he's gonna propel into I don't know, into something special next year too. I'm excited about our
think
secondary.
how they started using Justin Reed like in the box more. I like that. Because like you said, he's physical. He wants to put his hands on you a little bit. So I
Him
like
and
when they started using him like that and Cook at deep safety. I think the
him and
safety
him and
can
Snead
be
got
better this year. Do it.
him and Snead both at the same time. It looked like their roles got changed at the same time.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
Justin Reed. That Raiders game was the best Justin Reed game of the entire season
yep.
I agree.
because he was alive. He had energy. He was playing like he knew where to play. He wasn't thinking about where he needed to play. And if he comes into with that mindset, then yeah, I think he's gonna make Kylie proud.
And he talked about on Twitter today. He said, it's great to be a part of a group of men that's willing to put the work in.
Mm.
This team's hungrier than ever. Competitive, not combative. Iron sharpening iron. And I definitely see that. I definitely see that. You know what I mean? These guys, they pretty locked in. They having a little fun here and there, but they locked in on the mission.
Yeah,
So
run it. We're not gonna say run it back. We gotta come up with a new slogan.
we'll
Again.
come again.
Just
Just hashtag
This
again. That's it.
again.
Just again.
again.
With the-
That is copyrighted a Kingdom Cast. If you see somebody using that, that's ours.
uh,
Stole it from us.
just one word. Hashtag again.
She's
All right.
Kingdom again.
Oh man.
Hey, it would fit on a t-shirt nicely, is all I'm saying.
Hey, it's gonna go on the T-shirt. She's Kingdom again. It's so simple, but it's so true.
It's
Right.
perfect.
Hey, this might be the Heat pack. I don't want to switch the subject too much. They down 21 right now. This might be the Heat pack
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, it
I
ain't
might
saw
be
looking
it.
good.
that.
It
It's
ain't
because I'm
looking
not
good, man.
watching.
Brooms, get them
That
brooms out.
altitude go get them first game, man.
Anyway,
Get them brooms out.
I'll make adjustments. No, they're not
right. They'll
All
make
right,
believing.
adjustments.
before we get out of here, what rookie are you most? What rookie are you looking forward to the most?
Hmm. I mean, besides Felix, Felix, that's the easy one. But I'm looking to see what Keandre Coleman's role is on this team.
Mm.
That's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
He's a
See if
big
he
kid.
can, see if he can be a key contributor in year one.
I gotta call Nico and check in on him because he was at Texas with him, so he probably got some good insight on the kid. I'm looking. I'm looking. I think Rice is still the guy I'm looking at, but that sounds like an easy answer though.
That's my answer. I mean, even though we know how Andy is with rookie receivers, I still want to see what he looks like in training camp. That's what I got my eyes on, rookie wise.
St. Joe gonna be lit, man.
Word.
I don't think that's his
I'm.
name. I don't think that's his name, David, but we agree.
We know who you talking about, David.
We know
We know
who
who
you're
you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
we definitely know what you're talking about, David. No, ain't true. So what
Not
you
yet.
got, Kylie?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So easy answer would be FAU. I think in the absence of Frank, and if they don't fill that role, we will need someone who's going to get a lot of snaps, who's going to have a lot of production in their first season. So I'm obviously looking forward to him. But I'm going to say Nick Jones. Just because seventh rounder, maybe could be a little bit of a sleeper. I'm hearing a lot of hype out of him, and you know how we are with that DB room. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
Okay.
Quinn. the running back, Deneric
Yeah,
Price.
Deneric Prince.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
he's being
one.
looked at as a kick returner. I know Dave Toll compared him to Nile Davis today, as far as
Yeah,
running style.
Now Davis.
he had that.
Yeah,
He had that straight line speed.
yeah, he had
Yeah,
that kickoff.
yeah.
He had that kickoff return against the Texans in the playoff game when it finally ended our
Ooh-wee.
playoff losing
Special.
streak.
Yeah, that was a special play.
First play out the gate. Yeah, shout to Nile Davis, man.
Yeah.
All right. Look at
But before we get up out of here, man, I want to shout out everybody who participated in the Build a Perfect Chiefs defense thing we had going on. It didn't do the numbers like countries. I guess I wasn't controversial enough. So maybe I need to be a little more controversial. I mean, that's what got the people going a little more because his did 420K. I mean, this one is almost doing 70K, which is still good, but country, he had the controversy with his. So maybe I need to be controversial next time I do these $15 ones. But
Chuck, what you got to do next time is say if LeBron was a tight end, would he be better than Travis Kelce, man?
the answer is no, but that's a good one.
no.
That's
You,
a
you know,
great one.
look, here's the difference between mine and yours, Chuck. You thought about yours. I just put it together and put it out
Right,
there.
right. I definitely put some thought into it. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, that would have got
Sorensen
Man,
ain't
Ron.
get
more
to
than
the
50
sponsor,
cents.
Shout out Dirty
but
Dan, man.
but
man.
but Mike
You
but
didn't have
Mike
Dirty Dan on there?
nah. But Mike DeVito had me cracking up though. He said 50 cent. He said,
Oh shit.
I mean, not,
Yeah.
he said a nickel. He said a nickel. I'm gonna be in there for a nickel.
Hey, man, we got to get Mike back on the show, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, Mike got some good insight, man.
I love Mike, man. Mike is the best.
I mean, Patrick might be able to beat LeBron. Nah, but
There you
anyway,
go. There you go.
if
There you go.
anyway, I got a fun question to ask y'all though, man. Okay, so like, this is just a hypothetical, man. We've known as the barbecue capital of America, of the world, right? If you had to pick one barbecue spot to be open 24 hours, like if you're out late night and you just want to get something to eat on the way home, I mean, which barbecue spot y'all picking in the city to be open 24 hours?
I know. I'll go first.
Okay.
Is Country frozen?
Yeah,
Oh, I
looks
think
like
he
it.
is. All right, I'll go first. I gotta say Casey Joe's because if I'm drunk and it's 3 a.m., I want a sandwich and I want like barbecue sauce, and they got the Z-Man, and that's my favorite. I love all the different barbecue. There's a lot of different places I like, but the Z-Man at 3 a.m. Are you kidding? Yeah, give me that.
Kylie, I have never had Joe's.
What?
Oh,
I have
I
never
almost fell out of
had
my
Joe's.
chair.
hey,
Wow.
Boogie, me
Ever.
either.
I
Me
have
either,
What?
never.
dog. I'm
Damn.
sorry.
I
Wow,
feel
that's
bad.
crazy.
I've
I
went
shouldn't have said
twice and
that
they were
on live. I
closed.
shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
You gotta go
Listen, and you
earlier.
know
Yeah.
that's like Chris Jones' favorite too. Feels like you're disrespecting Chris by not even going.
Oh man, I got to do it. I got to do
You
it.
gotta
Yeah.
go. That's his favorite one.
Yeah. Chris
Well,
stayed out in
Get
like the
the
Orlando area.
Z-Man.
Yeah,
what was the
burnt-in
question
Z-Man,
though, Chuck?
chicken Z-Man, brisket Z-Man. It don't matter, bro. It's fire. But
They're
the
all
What was,
country
good.
was I mean, the question was this: if you had to pick a barbecue spot around here to be open 24 hours, which one would you pick?
mm, it probably won't be Gates, but I don't know. That's scary at 3 o'clock in the morning being yelled at.
Half asleep. Ugh.
I'm gonna help you.
You like, oh,
You can calm down. That's how you can help me. I love Gates,
oh
though.
man.
I love Gates. Yeah,
What
being
about
that I never had Oklahoma Joe's, I would definitely say Gates. Definitely not.
what?
Mm.
I'm not gonna talk about the other barbecue spot. Have y'all tried Slaps though? Slaps been getting a lot of love
Yes,
lately. I gotta get the Slaps.
I
Yeah,
ain't
they
it's
had
solid.
that
good.
either. I heard it's good.
Uh,
They solid.
It's
Bro,
good. They have good sides. They have good ribs.
See, they be having pork ribs. I need beef ribs.
The beef ribs.
They
Okay.
also have hush
So
puppies.
Mm.
which are really
Yeah.
good.
They need a non-pork menu for Boogie.
But I gotta see. I definitely slaps. I keep hearing about them, so yeah, I need to see what's up.
But
It got to be Gates for me too. I like some Jack Stack, dude.
John, me and Boogie gonna take you to me, Boogie and Chuck gonna meet you for Gates, bro.
Yeah, he come up
So
here.
we
I
walk
got
you
the
in there,
best
bro. You don't even gotta worry.
239. It got to be Gates for
No.
me.
239.
Gates
two
on
thirty
the
nine
Listen,
is
it's
cool.
down
good,
north. I gotta go to
but
that.
It's cool, but
it's a little like ritzy.
It's too
Like it's
clean.
like it's like businessy. Like there's like
yeah.
business meetings happening everywhere. The food's
Hmm.
great, but
I'm gonna
you're
tell
not
you
gonna get
what. I'm
like
gonna tell
that.
you what. I'm gonna tell you what. You need somebody in the back that got at least one felony making your barbecue. He gotta have like a. It don't have to be like a violent felony. It could be just like, possession. Intent to distribute. He need to be on the grill because he know what he doing.
Yo, I'm not gonna
With a,
go that far.
with a
I'm not
little
gonna
thing
say
of Hennessy in his apron.
stupid dog. I'm not gonna say felony, but
Look,
I'm gonna say you could
and
probably
gotta
trust.
have back tattoos, a neck
Yo,
tattoo.
here's another guy you can trust. If he got a patch over his guy, if let's say there's a patch over his eye, I'm that that
What?
cooks pretty good too. So
Look, if
Hey,
he got
Miami making
knock
a comeback.
knees, if he got knock knees, then he can barbecue.
not nice.
Anybody that barbecue in a wife beater and khaki shorts with long socks pulled all the way up, he
Right,
can.
do rag.
Chuck, who you got? You got Gates?
Yeah, it's probably Gates for me. It's probably Gates for me for sure.
Yeah,
They
if
have the
your
best
guy can
sauce.
grill, if he can grill, drink beer, and play a game of spades all at the same time, or dominoes, that's a good griller right there. He's a master. I like that, bro.
I kind of is it bad? Like I kind of want to hang out with this guy. Like I like playing
Got
spades.
a
Like
hunchback.
I
Gotta have a
like
hunchback.
barbecue food. Like
And one of his daughters is fine. Like one of them, just she's light skinned, fine as hell. Everybody call him uncle.
You said just
That's
one
the
of
guy
them.
we want. Shannon Sharp. That's what we want at our barbecue. That's the uncle that we all need.
Man, I mean,
Miami coming
do we
back.
really want Shannon Sharp at this time?
Check is that doughboy from Portsmouth.
Shannon Sharp about to sign the ESPN, man. Let's go.
Man,
Him
he going
I
versus
to
went,
Stephen A.
hey,
shouting match. Woo.
what would you say
Stephen
for
A.
a Shannon Sharp versus Pat McAfee show?
I want Shannon Sharp versus Stephen A.
Oh my gosh,
That's too,
I don't know if people can handle that one. My
yeah, they're
goodness.
gonna have to take that to BET. That's too black right there. That's too. That could
It's
be on
Yeah,
true.
BET Plus or something.
yeah. This
I,
we
I
gonna
actually, I actually want to see Shannon Sharp unfiltered. If he could get like an HBO show or the podcast, if he could take that to like somewhere where he can really talk, and not filter his words and really say what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like all the smoke, like they unfiltered, the unfiltered podcast. Would y'all take that?
I mean, yeah, yeah. I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like if it's on HBO or Showtime,
That would be
he can
dope.
definitely be a little more free with how he speaks and stuff. So
Is Skip over or who works with Skip
um,
now?
it's either gonna be Chris Broussard or Rob Parker if they still gonna do Undisputed.
Chris too soft, man.
Chris is the LeBron supporter though. So Skip is anti LeBron. So you gotta have a villain and a good guy per se for that show. And Skip and with Skip
Jay
it's
Williams
never
ain't
gonna
a bad too.
and with Skip it's never gonna be a white guy beside of him. It's always gonna be a black guy with him. So
What about Nick Wright?
Man, Nick gonna stay doing this thing on First Things First. He the main host of that show. Why would he leave that?
Shit. Ben was
Because the
skipping.
Undisputed is a bigger show. No
I
disrespect to
mean,
Nick, but
they kind of neck and neck right now. Really, I mean, Undisputed, they kind of
I mean,
went down in ratings a bit.
I would rather watch First Things First than Undisputed just because I don't have to listen to Skip. Like that's a reason I don't watch Undisputed anymore.
Well,
yeah.
I don't listen.
Personal
I don't
opinion.
watch either
Skip's trash.
show. I don't watch either show, so But when it comes to football season, yeah, I'll turn to First Things First. I mean, Nick Wright has a little more sense talking football than basketball. So
God, I would never
Ew.
watch this.
Kendrick
I would
Perkins,
never
no.
watch
Kendrick
that.
Perkins, hell no.
The
Is
worst two
there any way
people.
Skip hangs it up? Is there any way Skip hangs it up?
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, he's 70 in his 70s, right?
What?
Yeah, I don't think it's no because he probably had to die on the set, man. No disrespect to him and no knock on wood, but he probably had to knock him dragging off the set, bro. He's not gonna walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, Skip is he getting paid too much right now? He ain't walking away no time soon. So so there's that, man.
They can always
But
hire us. We could do the show.
yeah,
I love to see
but
Kylie versus Skip.
oh
Skip,
Lord.
Man, I would slap that man silly.
I don't
Man,
know.
get
I don't
the
know if Kylie.
fuck.
I don't know if Kylie can handle that dog. Cause look, Joy Taylor left
God.
for a reason. Jenny Taft left for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't stand. They couldn't stand Skip. And then Kerry Champion had to put Skip in check on first take, and she eventually left. So
I give Kylie 3 shows before she and it's gonna start cracking the first show. Like she gonna make it through the first show, but it's cracked already. The second show is gonna be like, and
I
then the
am
third
telling
show
you
she
right
just
now,
goes.
between his love for Brady and just like he's just so terrible. I don't think I'd make it 5 minutes. Like I really don't.
Oh, ooh. We was doing good, Kyle, and then you did it. You ruined it. You ruined it. Let's get to the sponsors.
yeah, let's go and get up out of here, man. All right, shout out to the good people at Homage. There's some new stuff they got going on. All right, so for their special today, they got free shipping on U.S. orders at $75 or more. So if you order stuff that costs $75 or more, you get free shipping all across the U.S. All right, and then here's the new stuff they got going on. Got the NFL helmet look going on. So you got your shirts with the helmets and stuff, with the helmets on them. Some of them got the old school look. Got the new MLB logos added. Looks from the 80s, 70s, before, as far as your favorite teams. And then we got the Dad shirts because Father's Day is coming right up. So there's that going on. So it's got the Dad number one, and then you got the team helmet on there. And that's just some of the new things they'll dropped. So go on search, copy some gear, pay homage.
Oh, we love you too, John. What a sweet
Thanks,
Love
guy.
you,
John.
John.
Appreciate it, man.
He's so Canadian. I just so sweet.
He knew about ketchup chips before ketchup chips were here.
What is ketchup
So
chips? Oh, are those good?
I
yeah,
like them,
Kylie
but I
loves
like ketchup.
Kylie loves them.
I love ketchup though.
They got
I like
Doritos
ketchup.
that taste like ketchup. Do they actually taste like ketchup?
Full on. Yeah, yeah. You gotta really like ketchup to like the chips.
Ooh. So Pat should have a new sponsor by the end of the week, right? Bart Scott, Skip
Yeah.
Bayless.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, that show. Oh my God. Bart Scott.
I think
Anyway,
you need somebody. I think you need somebody that's not afraid of Skip and not afraid of losing the show.
Right.
yeah, and those are two
Like
guys that I mentioned earlier. So
who?
Rob Parker and Chris Broussard.
Yeah, Chris probably afraid of losing his job though. He don't want to lose his job. You got to have somebody that don't care about losing their job, bro. Like Steve Harvey or something. Like It got to be somebody that's
Steve Harvey
like
talking sports. My lord,
somebody
dog.
to be like, man, I'd skip out, boy. I slapped the boy. Don't. It got to be somebody like that, man. It should be LeBron, actually.
Man, we out, man.
I gotta go.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We are back. We're gonna come with more content, of course. We're gonna try to put up some more content throughout the week as well.
For
We don't
sure.
have an episode, so we're doing the countdown to kickoff, and we're gonna be posting Reno Chief stats based on the number of days we have left to kickoff. So look forward to that. And with that being said,
All
we out
right.
of here, y'all.
Oh, Chris. Oh, and Whataburger. Whataburger got the best ketchup, Kylie. That spicy ketchup. Fire.
Big
The
big
best
Is it
facts.
ketchup.
mine?
Big facts.
Whataburger. Big facts.
Oh
Chuck
no.
fell out.
We we out.